The 4 pillars of social media marketing, the critical elements that make up the foundation of any effective social media marketing campaign. What is social media marketing? It uses Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and newer social platforms including Quora, sites such as Foursquare and Google+. The backbone of many social media marketing campaigns is a blog. Here are the 4 critical elements of social media marketing: engagement, integration, timing and sharing. Engagement. Social media is different from traditional advertising. It emphasizes consumer-to-consumer interactions beyond traditional word-of-mouth and relationships with consumers that look more like a real friendship than a commercial relationship. Integration across social networks and integrating with offline media as well. This is integrated marketing. People are more likely to buy your product based on recommendations from their Facebook friends than from advertising. Timing. Find out when the folks interested in buying our products are hanging out on social networks like Facebook. We also need to think about international consumers who are in much different time zones. Sharing is the holy grail of social media. Understanding the mechanics helps you make sharing easier. Put hyperlinks on websites and emails. Put share buttons in your communications. Find your free social media traffic strategies guide at my website on socialmediatraffic.com. How to instantly maximize your income with social media networks. Contents are at the site. Full text of the video is posted on my blog at greatsocialmediatraffic.com, and click the blue links below the video in the description box.